Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, the Steelers quarterback situation. Sounds like Russ is the guy. We're going to dive into preseason week 3. Not a big sample size, but a lot to learn from. Fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback situation. Sounds like it's Russ. First one here, a little screen, play action screen to the wide receiver. Okay, now looks like he's down there, elbow down. 14, besides the effort issues potentially on film, certainly explosive, dynamic dude. I think one of the things, and the play design is so important for quarterback success here. Just want to talk about things that don't necessarily make sense to me, even on this first screen. So as we come across here, I would say most oftentimes, if you play fake like this, you're going to throw the screen to the back usually, right? You want the defense to think, oh, it's play action. First of all, you want the linebacker types to think run. So you get first, they step up to the run. Then they say, oh, it's play action. Then they have to turn and robot oftentimes to go run out of there. And then you throw it back to the screen because you want these wide receivers usually to run off. Like you want them thinking it's pass down the field. I'm not familiar with this. First of all, I don't necessarily like motioning over here, having the play fake come this way. This guy does nothing, and now we're throwing it to the wide receiver who's over here. So there's no vertical threat. There's only one vertical threat in the whole play. The other part that just does not make sense to me at all here is if this is like we'll call it a tunnel or a perimeter screen, I think oftentimes you have to set it vertically and then come back to it. I certainly wouldn't drift this way. So initially I thought he was setting up for like a double pass. He goes so far backwards. So just watch the path of 14 down here. And again, is he going rogue? Is this how they design it? I don't know. But that's way behind the line of scrimmage. And again, I would say normally you would push vertically a little bit, then come back on a tunnel. This is just so far behind the line of scrimmage, it's really tough for the left guard, long hair, to come out here and find the flat defender. I mean, that's just a long way for a big guy to run. And even if 14 is that dynamic to do that on the sideline, it doesn't matter when your elbow's on the ground 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And then watch the back. So play fake, and then we're just chilling. And again, I'm not throwing 22 under the bus here. I'm saying the design of this thing, you just don't see a lot. Again, watch the backside. 11, not running downfield or blocking on the backside. There's no vertical threat on this screen. Now it's a TFL. Damn. Next one here, the very next play, 3rd and 11. Now we're going to end up hitting 14 down here on the bottom. I'm going to call this both circus. So like circus routes on the outside. And we can talk about what exactly that is. This is a really nice throw. It's an excellent route from 14. Okay, 14, dynamic when he's locked in here. I love the little peek he gives on the route. I have no idea how Russ finds this. I don't think there's anything in the read besides for 14 being the dude that says he's going to be open here. So first here, when I'm talking about old school West Coast circus, it's this burst in, up, and then some teams do it different ways, and you kind of see this guy at the top come up versus man. Do you come flat? Do you run it more like a corner? I will say the thing that I love about this route at the bottom is that when he gets up inside here, watch his eyes peek back. So this is not great leverage for us. We've got outside leverage. They've got middle field close. I'm used to calling this robber, where the strong safety type comes down into the whole thief area. So the eyes back right here for me is the detail. And then add that kind of slows the corner. Now he comes back out of this thing fast and flattish. And now we got a fall trip. So it's a beautiful route right here. It's essentially mirrored with what I'm calling like a little crosser or basic in here over the ball. And it sure looks like Russ is going 1 to 2, which I almost guarantee is not how you would want to read this play normally. It just works because the pass protection is outstanding and the route at the bottom is outstanding. Watch the route. That little peak, and again, you can tell with the helmet stripe, with these guys right there. And watch his eyes in. He's running vertically, eyes in right there. Now the corner thinks, damn, he's going to run it in. Whoop, out of it. I mean, that's nasty. That is a beautiful route down here at the bottom. And the pass protection is outstanding. 5-step drop, nice base from Russ. No panic. Drive the ball outside. Now, the one thing I will say here as we talk about, this pseudo competition is both these guys, to me, Russ and Justin, are see it, throw it guys. So again, he's looking to the right. It sure looks like he's looking over the ball right here. Now he looks to the left, finds it, and sees it and throws it. He sees 14 win. See win, throw. See throw. See throw. And again, 14 dynamic dude, man. They're going to have to find ways to do this and just let him kind of get out there and win the matchups he's supposed to win. All right, so that's it for Rust. We got Justin in here now. We're going to run a little naked keeper up top. This is one of my least favorite trends in the league here, what the wide receivers doing up top on this kind of like slow flat. Again, this is not the most difficult throw in the world. Again, I like the fact that, they've seemingly get Justin on the move outside the pocket, simplify kind of what we're looking at. 1 to the flat, 2 to the over, maybe the corner pops. It's a nice way to get guys in rhythm. You see it a lot as series starting plays. You see it a lot as guys come into games. You see it a lot in the preseason. We've seen it a lot in damn near every video. Now, the part that I just, am going to be mildly interested in over the course of the season is this sure feels like we're seeing a lot of the number one wide receiver out here do this kind of slow flat. I can't remember seeing it this often, but it's a way, I guess it's a way to manufacture a touch for a wide receiver versus throwing it to a fullback type, which I'm sure, most coordinators, play callers would prefer. It's just the big play element, the vertical threat of the wide receiver is non-existent when you kind of slow walk it off and then run a flat. But nice job by Justin, put it right on him. Good start. Next one here. This one's a little interesting for me. So quick scoreboard kind of understanding. It's 3rd and 3, balls on the 28. And we're going to run. Justin's going to pull this. I'm going to call this split flow inside zone. He's playing this almost like it's a read. Now, maybe 83 loses his mind, or maybe Justin plays hero ball here. But normally when you keep it like this, it's what I call split flow escort or split flow lead, where we're reading 41. So again, watch 83 come across and chop. Okay? For some reason, I thought they were going to make that illegal, but obviously not. Normally, if you're going to keep it, you're going to read this player. And again, we see this play a lot, where you come across, and if this defender goes underneath the split flow action, then the sniffer becomes the lead blocker coming out. If he goes over the top, then you just hand it off to the back, and the back goes. But I can't recall seeing a play where you come across, chop him. And the other part about this makes me think that 83 potentially is in the wrong here, is the wide receiver who's off the screen here. He comes in for the crack. Normally on the escort or lead part where we're reading this player, you get the crack from the wide receiver out there as well. So it just, no shocker in the preseason, someone's in the wrong. It's either Justin playing hero ball or 83 blocking it incorrectly. You can see the crack up top by the wide receiver, right? We're trying to crack. Either way, Justin finds a way to get a first down. I think that's the other part about, obviously some differences, Captain. His capacity to run and the way that I kind of frame it is to get vertical. That's the difference for me with Justin Fields. And this is a perfect example. Someone's makes a mistake. Watch him put his foot in the ground, get vertical. That ability, he is the best in the league. There are guys who are really dynamic runners, but in my opinion, no one gets vertical like Justin Fields in the quarterback run game. So I can say, hey, I think he either made a mistake or 83 made a mistake. But this ability, that covers a lot of mistakes up. Get vertical. Next one here, a little play action, pop pass, long trap action. The Peyton Manning, Brady, Gronk play where they pull the guard, make it look like run, pull up those linebackers. Watch 59, the right linebacker. Whoop. Thinks he's going to get a TFL. Balls inside the 5. It's a nice job from Justin. If I'm being honest, not great linebacker play here. First of all, this guy's way up here We're going to fake this thing. Again, what I call long trap. He's coming across, blocking the defensive end. We're trying to get this almost like kind of like high school-ish pop pass. They might call it a crosser. I think they pair it with post wheel down here to the bottom. But it's really nice when one of these guys decides to just like lose his mind into the front. And then the other guy is what I would classify as pretty stiff. So, could he make a better play on this if it's a better athlete, better player? Probably. It's not going to look this easy. But still, from Justin, play fake, got him. And it's a nice job. I think his base looks pretty good there. The timing, the rhythm of this play looks good for me. I have to say, whether it's the neck roll or what it is, it looks stiff over there defensively. And again, it's a nice throw, though. It's right on him. You can see the impact of the action with the linebacker. Suck him up. Whoop. Right behind him. Nice throw. First and goal. Halftime. You dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me. So thank you for taking the time and doing it. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, the courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offense available for you. So hop over there and enroll. You can check out all the courses at the new Quarterback School website, theqbschool.com. Hop over there, ask me anything, a really fun, interactive way to dive into the library of content available through the channel. And then finally, make sure to follow me across all social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here. Yeah, this is a weird one for me on a few different levels. Okay, this is quarterback essentially run to the left. Whether you want to call it pin and pull, crack, doesn't really matter. This is what I consider an SRO. Now, there's a bunch of moving parts here. I would say potentially the Detroit defensive end is offsides. There are some alignment questions that I have. So the first part here is that this guy gets a hell of a jump here. So is he offsides? I don't know. Now, this play is what I'm used to calling like swing screen. So there's the S, the screen first, then the run option. So the swing screen. Now, again, do they allow him to just throw it, or is this a called quarterback run to the left? Again, I don't know. If this is a true SRO, you got to throw this ball, dude. Like this is borderline wide ass open. We've got 3 blockers. They've got 2 defenders. Watch the adjustment to motion. Go to school on the motion, right? Go to school on the motion. Nobody moves. 2 over 3. This is a walk-in touchdown up top. Okay, now the next part here. This is probably too wide of a split. Now, I like his inside foot back to get pierced like this. Now, I personally would love to see, 80 out here be able to just fall on this guy, lean forward and gobble him up. But if we're going to put someone else out there, this split to me is too big. You can't get pierced like that, because once he gets pierced, then the whole play is shot to hell. So first, play this thing out where we can throw the screen up top. Is it there? Do they adjust to the motion? Right? Like, it's a walk-in. What? So we got 80 up there. Come on, man, put 80 down here. So again, I'm throwing the screen. I want the touchdown pass, but that's an easy read. Now watch the defensive end get off the ball to the bottom. I mean, that's got to be offsides. So 81 gets pierced. Now Justin has to get vertical, and he damn near gets in the end zone. So we don't block it correctly. Look at 81. It's like, hey, he's offsides. So again, look how big that split is between the tight end and the left tackle. I mean, that's getting off the rock right there. Got no chance. Next one here. This is just a simple touchdown run. Now, I put it on here because I think Justin impacts the play so much with his ability to run it. And you can see his kind of reaction to 95. So we're reading the left D-gap player, which is a little strange. Watch Justin right here. Essentially like pulled a magic trick on 95, the defensive end. Now, a few things scheme-wise here. Now, first of all, Justin, obviously unique talent running the ball. I would say normally in this formation, I love wing slot here. So here's the wing, here's the slot. I would say normally in zone read world, you would want to read the defensive end type. And again, I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you who's who in the zoo as far as Detroit's second, lineup defensive front. But I would say most times in this, you would want to C gap read this thing. So again, A, B, C right here, this player. They go D gap here, which all that does is it widens it. So the read is a little slower for me. And this guy's normally a little bit of a better athlete. Not always, but normally. Furthermore, I love it in wing slot because you get this, what I'm calling an arc block. Now right here, I love 80 coming out here and just gobbling up a little guy. But I would love to see both these guys do it and probably read this player just to make it easier on the quarterback. But the way that they play it is we're reading this player. This tight end is the first tight end. The inline tight end is down. They're all blocking what looks like weak side inside zone. And then we get 80 on the arc. So if we were to keep this thing, so we give it to them. If we were to keep it, we're reading right here, and we've got 80 on the arc. So these teams just continue to get better and better at this quarterback run game. I love what Justin brings to this. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a package, for him to be able to do this. He's that dynamic in this short yardage goal line situations to be able to run it. And again, I just like the fact that it looks like he's having fun. Makes the right read here, hand it off. Got him. Next one here, 3rd and 4. This is a bummer. This is looks like it's snapped incorrectly. And again, it looks like we've got different linemen in. At least the left guard looks like he's a different dude with the haircut. But this idea being that we've had way too many of these fumbles with Justin Fields in this unit. Nah, it's hard to put it on Justin here because it sure looks like he doesn't want the ball snapped, and the left tackle or left guard right here, like for some reason touches the center and probably asking him a question. Well, that's the signal for him to snap it. So Justin's not ready for it. He doesn't raise his leg. We got a guy going in motion. He's not even looking at the ball, and it's snapped. Luckily, it hits his hand. So just a miscommunication probably from the left guard. Can't do that to the center, and now it's a dumpster fire. I will also say, just if you want to understand how strong 2 is here, just watch how many people it takes to get him down. 1, 2, spin out 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. Next one here, little naked keeper up top. Now this one kind of hurts because my guy 80, he does not look fast here, folks. This is a great play from Justin going to his left, quickly flipping his hips, playing it really quick, 1 to 2, and throwing a laser. Now it's not a perfect throw. It's maybe on his back shoulder, back hip. But this is a really nice job from Justin, flipping his hips and ripping that thing downhill. Again, I think this is probably one of the better things he does as far as being able to get out there and rip it. So this idea being, it's no touch ball. There's no kind of feel, feather. We're just going to get out there and throw this thing damn near as hard as we can. So here's that sneak or slide flat. We'll call it in borderline slow motion. People get all sensitive, man, when you call big tight ends slow, but this is borderline eligible tackle at the moment. Okay, so this is too slow. For some reason, they double him. Say, thank you very much. So we're able to go 1, 2. Just that quick, and he's going to his left. I love the fact that he flips his hips. So nice job from quarterback-wise from Fields, finding that over quickly, putting it right on him. So boom, laser. And to help yourself, if the corner up top didn't get jammed, maybe that safety stays off of us a little bit more. But it's a really nice fastball. Again, like his ability, and I like their play calling to get him on the move, make things a little easier read-wise out there on the perimeter, 1 to 2. Next one here. This is a bummer because this is an example of one that I would look for Justin to have improved upon by this time. So hook, curl, whatever you want to call it up top to the number 113 right there. This is just late for me. And again, I think it's a combination of trust, anticipation, vision, speed of drop, just too many things. We've repeated it too many times on this channel. It's frustrating. It's just the reality of Justin Fields in the NFL. I don't know how else to frame it. So this is there. Call it a deep curled hook, whatever you want to call it. Catch middle field closed. You catch free access. It's zone. I think down here to the bottom, they run like a double move. You have no idea if it's going to be there or not because we throw the ball and the corner's already watching it. But this is for sure NFL open. And if we're going to take 5-step drop from gun, I think most guys would be able to clean base this thing, one hitch, throw it with anticipation. You don't even have to throw it with massive anticipation. Just the lowercase, smallest font you've ever seen. Just do it on, not only is there no anticipation, but the timing and rhythm of this just looks weird at the back. There's too much wasted movement. It's late. It's such an example of see it, throw it. We have to be able to anticipate at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you could say whatever you want about the drop speed here, but that at the back. So right there, that base, tight hitch, throw it up top, throw it, throw it, throw it. And it's just an extra hitch. So he takes 2 hitches. You got to time it out, rhythm it out to throw it right there. Throw it. Instead, we take an extra hitch. So that's where I want to throw it. He takes another hitch, and now it's late. Now the defender can make a play on the ball. Now we've got to throw, a fastball on the paint, and we can't do it. So again, this is an example of wasted movement at the back end. So he's not lined up, right? Look at his feet, lined up to throw down the hash. Throw. It's that extra move. It's that third hitch, second hitch. Throw. It's late. It's not accurate. It's incomplete. Next one here, 3rd and 8. So this is a sack. It's very difficult to play quarterback with this kind of pass protection. There's just no way around it. This is the preseason. You probably got guys out there who aren't going to be playing all the time during the regular season at many positions. I will say this plays itself out like a little cross dog. I think it's probably just man free with a green dog. But the back gives us really no chance here protection-wise. So if they're sliding to the left and the back has 25, neck roll, we've got to be able to get more of a blunt situation. So you can see the center and left guard point to the left. Okay. Here comes the back, cross keen, and it just nothing, right? Neck roll looking pretty hell of a lot smoother right there. Better hips, ripping, dip and rip. So it's just hard to play quarterback like that. In addition, this is not tackle school, but just watch the right tackle set here. Watch the depth and width he kind of kicks to. And there's not a lot of width there. He's getting a lot of depth. So he's getting deep right there. Look at him get out of his stance, driving off that left foot, inside foot. You don't see a lot of tackles rocking the ass towel. Out, nice kickstand. That's significant depth. That's nice. Now watch long hair on the left, at left tackle. Look at how fast the right tackle's out. Look at the left tackle hasn't moved it yet. Then look at his step. Well, what are we doing? Now, whether you want to say drive, pass set, kick, whatever it is, that ain't it. That's not the position we want to be at a tackle on the left, right there. Oh, shit. So the back takes an L, the left tackle slow takes an L, and we got really no chance here. Now, so there's no doubt about it, the pass pro is the issue here. And, okay, if you could play with, world-class anticipation here, I think there's a decent chance that you've got 2 options. So whether this is a post or a clear, this like sail out corner thing to me is a throw you can play with anticipation. Then we've got what I'm going to call like a mesh here, come across, and then we're going to come underneath here. If you could buy any amount of time, you could potentially get it here with anticipation. So again, am I saying he should do it? No. Am I saying I would love to see it? Yeah, I would love to see. Take your drop. Don't have your eyes down. You're going to get hit, and lay this thing out here with some anticipation. Again, I realize that is being critical. I realize the pass protection blows this play up. Okay, but it also looks like Justin has his eyes down. So hit the backdrop right there and throw it down here to the number 2. Throw it with anticipation. You can throw that ball to the number, I guess it's the number 3, run in the corner. Now that maybe takes a little bit longer with the tight end type, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, throw. As opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, panic. Now you're going to get hit. It's not fun to play quarterback in a phone booth pocket right there that's collapsing on you like a tidal wave. But I really think we could throw that ball to the number 3. Now, I would prefer this play. I just think the play is better the way I drew it up with the fast guy going down the field like this. This definitely makes it more difficult with a slower tight end body right here. But I still, I know we're not going to see it, but it's what I want for the dude. It really is. I feel like we've seen so many opportunities for anticipation that just haven't come to fruition with Justin playing quarterback. And it just looks like he doesn't quite see it yet. And he may never see it. And that's the reality of it now that it's been years. But I would want drop faster. Again, I get that the left tackle has taken an L. He doesn't know that, though. I just don't know why. I would say it looks like his eyes are down. And it's hard to say trust it when we've got L's all over the place. But man, would love to trust it, throw that thing with anticipation too. So that is a wrap. The Steelers going with Russ. I don't think there's anything this preseason that has made me think that that wouldn't be the case. I think Justin has shown the flashes that Justin's always shown. He's got a dynamic, unique ability to run the ball and get vertical. He can rip it down the field as far as throw it hard when he sees it and sees things open. But it just hasn't continued to evolve as you would hope as far as the development from within the pocket, on time, the rhythm, the anticipation. Those things just aren't there yet. Now, are those necessarily things that Russ does well? I would probably classify that as no to. But to go out there, use his vision, see the ball down the field, rip it down the field, play outside the numbers, have that great deep ball, those types of things that you would hope that this offense kind of leans into. We'll see. It's one of those things that I'm not sure that either of these guys is going to go out there and light the league on fire. But them going with Russ, I don't think is a surprise of the film that we've seen in this preseason. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know who you want to see next. I appreciate you hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.